And welcome back to episode 223 of the Oh shit, Joe. Oh shit. And welcome back to episode 223 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co host, Malcolm. I ain't even got that in front of me. Cayman Jack King. That's that motherfucker right there.
What's going on, fellas?
Nah, shit. Back with another one. I got my guy CT Ski with me. What's happening?
What's popping?
That ain't CT. That's Al Green right there, boy.
That's
It's Valentine's Day. It's Al Green today.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
Yeah.
What's up, CT?
Man, you didn't even hop on after the game.
I know he a fucking listen. That's that nigga Sleepy Boy.
I fell
Malcolm Sleepy Boy King.
And I woke up halfway trying to get logged in. It wasn't working. I said, I'm going back to sleep.
This motherfucker. Nobody wants your. We ain't need your drowsy ass nigga.
I was out of there.
What you think of it though?
I told you I fell asleep. There was parts that I liked, naturally, but I mean, just out of the past Super Bowls, and not even to be biased, right? With my squad being in it last year, but like that was, what I mean?
You had more of an incentive to watch.
Well, not even just that. I legitimately felt like, that game, like it was just a better game. It just all the way through. Like this game, I don't know.
It was definitely the more exciting game.
It just wasn't one of the more exciting It didn't even feel like Super Bowl week leading up to it. To me, it didn't.
I loved it because every Super Bowl is different. One year it was like 3-6. 3-9. Every year is different. It might be 33-36.
Right.
You like my Patriots, it might be down 28-3. Come back. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's different.
It ain't happening with Mac Jones though, baby. That ain't happening. That's Tom. That ain't gonna be Mac.
What you think y'all do? You think y'all go for not to switch up the subject, but we can always get back to that. We just getting started. What you think y'all do in the draft? Y'all think y'all go for a quarterback and like you can't keep Mac?
Skill guys. Yeah, we can. We're gonna keep him and get some skill guys.
No, that makes more sense to me because I never thought that Mac was a bad quarterback. It's just another situation where you ain't doing much for him. You're not doing much to give him something to work with.
Yeah, and I think this coach can push him to another level.
Now that's really why I asked the question because I know y'all got the new coach. You know how coaches be like.
And I feel like Mac can play. He ain't gonna be looking over his shoulder like, oh, is he gonna bench me? You know what I'm saying? I just play a pick. Is he gonna bench me? I just played just the first half. Like Belichick was benching him the whole second half after we would still be close in the game. So
and it wasn't like y'all like it wasn't like what 2023. It wasn't like last year, basically, is what I'm saying, with like Zach Wilson or nothing, like where you throw in an interception damn near every other game. Like Mac was never like that. It was just when he's in his ruts, like his bad games is bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And our
Your decision's bad.
As you see, the defense is solid. You know what I'm saying? Holding teams at 6-3.
But y'all, nah, y'all really just got to stay healthy. If y'all can stay healthy, I think it'd be it's a whole new team we'd be watching.
Real talk.
You think? I mean,
yeah, for sure.
First time head coach, it's a lot of change.
No, I'm just saying in general, without the coach involved, like just that team in general. If you could have them stay healthy, and I'm not saying that the offense changes, but it doesn't need to. They were still putting points up on the board. If you got a defense that can legit hold teams to low numbers,
right?
Even with the Kendrick Bourne, Mac Jones combination, you can still etch out some wins in that.
You can.
I just think we really wasn't scoring for real. That was the problem.
They wasn't giving Zeke the ball.
You wasn't scoring enough. Listen.
Couldn't kick field goals, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't even hit feet. we always was able to kick field goals at least.
Y'all need Vinatieri back.
Vinatieri.
That's another reason why
Steven Gronkowski, whatever his name is.
Yeah, but that's another reason why I'm really questioning what direction y'all go in this draft, because y'all got what, three? Two. Y'all got two, I think.
2 or 3.
I think it's 2. Yeah, it's 2 because the mock draft had
Marvin Harrison.
Nah, Jaden Daniels going to y'all.
Yeah, that's who they gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they gonna get.
No, I'm lying. It was 3, and Washington had Jaden Daniels going to them.
I seen the Patriots on.
We want Harrison.
Yeah, the Patriots, that in this mock draft, this was NFL.com. They did have Marvin Harrison going to New England.
Y'all want
number 1?
Y'all ain't finna get him. He ain't coming to New England.
You know what? It could throw a whole wrench in the. You know what I'm saying? There could be a whole wrench thrown in the motherfucking shit that nobody's thinking about.
What you mean?
What if we're all wrong about the Bears and Justin Fields? Well, I don't want to say we're all. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to put y'all's thoughts on me, but I know we've discussed it in the past with Justin Fields not being happy and them potentially looking to go for another quarterback.
Right.
But what if they don't, though?
That's what I don't think they will.
You know, what if they do? What if they are like, nah, we good with Fields. We gonna focus on weapons.
That's what I've been saying.
Best weapon to get would be Marvin Harrison Jr. And I'm not sold that Caleb Williams is a first-round pick. I just don't think he is. I just don't think he's a first-round quarterback. Not first round, but first pick.
First
I don't think he. Yeah, when you look at all the first picks that have come out over the past years, Bryce Young may be a stretch.
Because of the team, I think.
But Trevor Lawrence, the year before was who came out? That was Trevor Lawrence. Because it was Bryce Young last year, Trevor Lawrence the year before. Is that right?
Ain't Trevor been in the league 3 years
now? I feel like I'm skipping a year.
What are you talking about?
The Trevor Lawrence came out in 21, right? 23 was Bryce Young. So who the fuck was 22?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Trevor Lawrence came out in 2021.
Damn, I'm at a blank. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the year after who was the first round or the first. I keep saying first round. Who's the first pick of the first round? I guess is what my mind wants to.
That was.
Well, why you look it up? Regardless, I don't think Caleb Williams is. I don't think he's a first round or first pick quarterback. Good quarterback, decent quarterback. I'll give you that. But I really don't see what it is that you're offering me to be the number 1 pick of my draft.
Yeah.
Trayvon Walker, it was defensive end.
Right. I had a feeling it was a defensive player in 22. Now that makes me wonder who was the first quarterback to go. It wasn't Levis. It was who was the first quarterback to go that year?
Was it the year Waddle was in there, or was it?
Um,
Yeah,
oh, here it is. So first quarterback was Kenny Pickett, number 20 for Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, it was Kenny, huh?
Good old Kenny.
Oh, little hand Kenny. Split that. Oh, little hand Kenny Pickett.
Little Kenny.
You know what though? But I was saying the same thing about him.
Yeah, but they're two different guys.
Yeah, but even still, and Kenny didn't even go one.
He wasn't supposed to. He was never that good.
But that's what I'm saying though. Why Caleb then?
Because well, I mean, if you're talking about those two in particular, he's way better than Kenny. All
No, I
around.
definitely I think I would agree with you there.
Yeah, they're in two different. You know what I mean?
I would agree with you there.
Classes themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Kenny was ever up for the Heisman. You know, Caleb was up for the Heisman and shit.
He was up for it, but
I don't think Kenny was ever in the talks.
hell no.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Two different guys.
I don't even know if they. No, I'm just playing. I'm sure there has been. I was about to say I don't even know if there's ever been a Heisman coming out of Pitt.
Shit. No, I don't think so. But they got some dogs though. Aaron Donald, Larry Fitzgerald.
Mm-hmm. No, I know they got some players, but I don't remember no Heisman.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, nah, I think we could see a surprise.
I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting.
I think we could see a surprise and see Marvin go first. Because if I'm being honest,
the receiver going first.
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
Because while
I thought
he's good, I don't think he's
I
good enough.
thought Devontae Smith would have been going like first
I
or
say
something,
top 3,
But it fits the need of the first round pick of the team with the first pick. Chicago Bears doesn't need a quarterback.
No, you're right. They can get something else.
Right, and you
they'll take a
don't.
defensive player before they take a.
And you also have to understand they've got 2 first-round picks.
Right, no, right. They got they got 1 and 9.
Right. So you know what I mean? They've got some wiggle room to.
See, that's why I feel like if it was me, I mean that's a talent. That's a talent on your hands. The only reason why I feel like you don't pick Marvin Harrison Jr. first round is because you may consider him potential, like with the potential to be injury prone. Right,
Yeah.
right. But other than that, why wouldn't he be the first round pick, especially to Chicago? That's what y'all need. Y'all need receivers.
Because he may slip further. He probably won't.
Nah, he won't.
He could.
He won't. He won't slip past 3. And then another thing is you look at Washington. I think Washington, based off of NFL.com's mock draft, I'm saying, right. I think Washington could end up hurting themselves looking at Jaden Daniels. Like, don't get me wrong, that would be an ideal quarterback for that situation. You do have a nice wide receiving core. Offensive line isn't the best. So at least I have a quarterback that knows how to evade and make more time, in the backfield.
They thought the same thing. They thought the same thing.
Right, and here's where my plot twist. Could this end up being a RG3 Part 2 situation if you do that?
You could.
Because like we talked about, he's not the biggest quarterback in stature.
Right.
So you don't necessarily want to put him in a situation where he's going to be running for his life. We saw what happened with that with Carolina and Bryce Young.
Exactly.
Now, at least your boy Sam Howell, who's still young as well, mind you.
Yeah, they like him.
at least he knows the system enough to make some things happen for you. I don't think that it would be the smartest thing for Washington to immediately look to replace him.
I think they're going to go for Caleb then.
Right. But the issue is, why grab a lineman at 2?
I told you they brought in, what's his name, the coach with Caleb? He used to coach for the Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury. They brought him in Washington after he fell through with the Raiders. I think that's a sign that they're going to try to grab his boy Caleb. Why not? Y'all just got them working together. Y'all got chemistry. You get a new offensive coordinator. You got the pick. You know, that's if he doesn't go 1.
Right.
Go 1 though.
I don't see why he would, but at the same time, I don't know who else would go.
Yeah, that's where it gets tricky.
Like, who else do you, other than Marvin Harrison? I mean, of course, Jaden Daniels could slide up 2-1, but that's another quarterback going to a team that has a pretty good quarterback. And you remember I said previously, if Chicago gets rid of Fields, watch you see him in silver and black.
Nope, but you know what keeps heating up with that silver and black lately, right? Quarterback wise, right?
It's what?
Russell Wilson. Boy.
Don't nobody want Russ though. Russ is no, we don't. All Russ is, and this is gonna sound disrespectful, but follow me and allow me to explain when I say it. All Russ is another Carson Palmer.
No.
Yes, you are. You're above par, of course, back in Seattle. But even in the Broncos, you had issues, then you started straightening them out towards the end of this current year that just passed. My whole thing is, if we get a Russ, how long do we last?
Deep playoff run.
No, I mean like years.
Until he chooses to give it up.
Yeah.
You think?
I know, Cliff, because think about it. I told you, and it all makes sense. Money talks.
They already benched him. They already benched him.
But it doesn't matter. If he comes to Vegas, he definitely makes y'all a better team than y'all were offensively.
Way better.
And Garoppolo.
But see, here's the thing that y'all not thinking of, and I'm not saying that Vegas isn't dumb enough, but here's the thing that y'all are not thinking of. You just wasted $60 million on Garoppolo. Another older quarterback that you thought would come in and turn your team around. Would you rather gamble the rest of the money away on a Russ who's being the exact same situation, or you may only have him for 2 years, or go and get a young quarterback that you can work on building up, like a real one?
So they're getting money either way. 2 reasons why. It's Vegas. People are coming regardless. They're showing out.
Right.
You're not worried about money. Number 2, you're actually getting even more money and attention and viewership, kind of like the Taylor Swift situation, because his wife is Sierra. Sierra get that Vegas residency. She's doing her shows in Vegas like Usher did, going crazy. She got automatically.
She already got a Vegas residency.
But it would be
she had one. I don't know if it's still going on, but I know recently
and here's the thing. She get that Vegas residency, she probably thinking like Usher. Plot twist, I can get that Super Bowl.
Listen, Sierra is not Taylor.
No, she's not Taylor.
Trust and believe, she's still 1-2 stepping across any Vegas stage, because those were your bangers back in 2000. You don't have any now. You're not relevant to the demographic that the NFL is targeting with Taylor Swift. So there would never be a situation where, because Sierra is Russell Wilson's wife, all of a sudden Vegas is full of drag queens and all the people from the shows that it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. Only reason why the NFL is hype on Taylor is because Taylor is the biggest thing popping. Like, this is the first time motherfuckers have really been bigger than Beyonce.
Yeah, she's a billionaire.
You feel what I'm saying? So if she's the biggest thing popping worldwide, then of course we need you. Now compare that to Sierra, who wasn't the biggest thing popping back in 2000.
That's fucked up, Cliff.
No, it's honest. She wasn't the biggest thing popping when she was in her heyday. So she's not bringing in any extra fans to Allegiant Stadium because Russ came. It's going to be a whole bunch of motherfuckers in the crowd like, both y'all motherfuckers washed. Why are y'all here?
They'll be winning, though.
No, I do think Russ could do... I mean, but it's not a lot to do better than.
What you mean? Y'all had Super Bowl Jimmy.
Who, like we said, averaged the interception a game. And then you brought in the rookie who did a stand-up job. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying as a veteran quarterback,
did 10 times better.
That's what I'm saying. As a veteran quarterback coming in, you're expected to do better, especially with Devontae Adams and
besides Tim Tebow, who has played good, and Tom Brady, who has played good. Well, I'll go back to what I'm saying. As a head coach with Josh McDaniels, who has played good besides Tim Tebow under him? Nobody.
Well, that
was his first year coaching.
No, right. He coached in Denver.
Well, that's what he was talking about in Denver, right?
Right. He ain't done shit since
then. That's a bad question.
Looked at as a head coach.
Right, that's a bad question because you've only been a head coach for a year and a half.
Yeah, like he ain't really had no.
Right. So because of the lack of experience that the Raiders brought in, regardless of Garoppolo or Aiden O'Connell, what is any quarterback supposed to do with a Josh McDaniels then?
Josh and Russ though would have been nice.
Yeah. By that same standard, you can't expect Antonio Pierce to do good because he don't got experience either.
No, but he clearly
he got more wins than Josh did. You know what I'm saying?
He moves and influences his team.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
The reason y'all kept him as the coach. You know what I mean?
That's agreed.
Trust and believe. I've seen a couple of niggas win a couple games at the end of the season and still not get that head coaching position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think it was a situation where you had
for it again.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it was a situation where you had players that was like, nah, if y'all get rid of him, I already know what y'all playing. Like I'm not happy.
I'm out of here. Free agency up. I'm out of here. Free agency.
And they was like, shit. Because that Max was definitely like, hey, it shouldn't be nobody but Antonio.
They owner should know, though, what type of buzz he was bringing to.
Right. You crazy as fuck.
WNBA champion.
You crazy as fuck.
Back to back.
That's that nigga.
Not against the Chiefs.
He lit in Vegas.
Man, Max and Patty have a relationship. You haven't seen those clips?
I have seen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And what happens at the end of the day? Patty get that ass. You ain't.
Patty wins the war, but we win the battles. We win battles. That's not a. That's a man. We beat the Chiefs this year.
That
don't matter.
Yeah.
We beat the Chiefs the year before.
They've been going crazy.
That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. Like we only play them twice. So if we getting you every year, we just got to get over the hump to get the second one.
That's a Super Bowl for them.
Damn near.
Right.
Nah, they come back
damn near.
Them, though.
Right. Y'all ain't.
But it's a beyond that. It's a rivalry game.
That's a big rival game.
Yeah, that's a game that goes back way back. Like I remember being hurt, damn near wanting to cry when Tony Gonzalez would bring him back from Raiders be up. Then here come Tony fucking Gonzalez running through everything, catching everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did we blow that shit?
Number 87.
And it happened over and over and over again.
Over and over again.
And now we in the same situation.
Even when Jamal Charles was there, he used to run all over them.
Man, that one, them games and the Broncos games was always the ones that I used to love to watch. But the Broncos have kind of fallen off since then.
Yeah.
You know, back then they had Elway and Terrell Davis and all them. It was fun to watch the game. Like, since then, they haven't really been able to get up to that. I mean, don't get me wrong, they won one with Peyton, but
no, when Peyton was there, they was going.
Yeah, they won one with Peyton. I did forget about that for a minute.
2-3 years he was there, yeah.
I did forget about that for a minute. But yeah, nah, they still ain't really. But that's another thing that I'm talking about with Russ. Bring in a Peyton, and yeah, you may get him for 3 max.
Peyton's weapons was different.
I'm just saying in general, when you bring an old veteran,
Thomas.
When you bring an old veteran into your team, you have to understand if things go great here, I got a max of 3 years with you. And all I'm saying is right now the Raiders have been building something. Everybody on the team is fairly young, outside of a few odds and ends. Why go with a quarterback that's not going to grow with the team?
Because they're trying to win now.
Because you got to win now.
They want to win.
Ain't no winning now. Ain't no winning now. And that's how I know that.
You see, you got to just be one dude, Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, ain't no winning now. And I'm not saying that you can't win now. I'm just saying that right now.
If that theory were to hold true, Cliff, why did the Jets hang on to Aaron Rodgers so tight? They know that he's not going to give him 6 to 10 plus years. They know that.
True.
But the Jets, we talked about it. The Jets have been historically a shit show since they started.
No, they used to have. What you mean? They used to win.
Joe Namath was the last. We talked about it, but how far back in the day was that? How far back in the day was Joe Namath?
I mean, the Raiders ain't really had no good quarterbacks, and I feel like Russell.
And that's what I'm getting at. At least we've been in playoffs. We've been in Super Bowls against Tampa Bay with less than, like we've had subpar quarterbacks. Best quarterback we've had in every Raider is saying it's the Cannon.
No, y'all had Aaron Brooks. Y'all had Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, but the Cannon,
Palmer.
But the Cannon, Rich Gannon, is the Raiders' best quarterback today. Well, I don't mean like overall, like history, but I mean of my recent lifetime. So I would say from early 90s to now, Gannon.
Derek Carr.
Gannon, best quarterback we got. No, because here's the thing though. I'm not with this old pussy ass statistic era we live in, where the seasons is longer and the games is easier and all that.
That ain't his fault.
And they set it up just so stats and records can be broken. I'm not with that, because at the end of the day, Carr blew every opportunity that he's ever had when the light shined the brightest. Gannon had to get cheated out of a ring.
He wasn't going to win that ring.
Gannon had to get cheated out of a ring. And I remember that game like yesterday. Me and Aaron bet $20 on it. Because his favorite team is the Bucks. And it's been all I've known him. Same year where Gruden left and went with them. And it took a quote unquote fumble for y'all to seal the victory for the Buccaneers.
Why you hate
WhatsApp now? Yeah.
Because it wasn't the whole whatever. I'm not going to harp on the past, but it was bullshit. Is all I'm saying is Carr never has gotten a quarter of that far. You can't get past the first round when you get to the playoffs, and when you do get to the playoffs, it's a wild card spot. Can't be the best Raiders quarterback if that's the case.
Carr's had to play some dogs, though.
You said what?
He had Tom Brady in his AFC with him and stuff, so.
No, Carr had to play some dogs, but you also got to think about all the quarterbacks that were still around with Rich Gannon. There was a lot of real quarterbacks still out there.
What was it, 2000?
He started there before 2000.
I know, but when they went to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl was Either 2000 or 2001.
One of them, yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. I don't think it was 99. Yeah, I think it was 2000 or 2001.
I think the Broncos won it 98. Yeah, you might be at 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos ain't winning.
But how do we even get there?
I don't know.
You talking about Russell Wilson?
We was talking about
Oh yeah, Russell Wilson coming there, yeah.
And making his money.
And I knew it was going to be a hoopla when I compared the two. I'm just saying that.
Super Bowl was just in Vegas. You see, Russell was out there. He was definitely probably like, oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, I could get used to this.
Well, you compare him to Carson Palmer. He already played for y'all. So what's the difference there?
That's what I'm getting at. That was the connection, Mount. Is that we have too many times over gone for the quote unquote veteran that only has a little bit of time left. And it hasn't worked out ever.
But it can.
Russ still got some in the tank.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm saying so use the rest of what you have in the tank, and that may last 2.5 years. We don't get a full 3 out of you.
3 to 5 of the way these quarterbacks last.
Man, nah. Not with Russell Westbrook's. Or I said Russell Westbrook. Russell Wilson's
Aaron
old.
Rodgers still going.
Man, he's like I said, he got broken in Seattle. Now he got PTSD. He looked like he was settling down a bit this year.
He was throwing it to Sutton and Judy. Get real.
Yeah, get real.
What's that mean?
They was trash.
Man,
no matter what quarterback they got.
You hating. I'm not saying that they great, but you hating. They ain't trash. They neither one of them trash.
What Steve Smith say to him?
He did.
Trash.
He had to get him.
But he gonna do that
you
though.
Ever talk up to me? You
not to everybody. Not if you like you or respect you.
No, he's watching film on him. It's proven.
Yeah, he don't just do
that.
About?
He gonna do that.
No, because Rodney Harrison had to do that to somebody. For you know,
he gonna do that. He gonna do that.
He's around those guys, so why would he? He's not just saying that.
Let's be honest. He be trolling.
Why would he troll?
He be trolling. That nigga be trolling. Like, it's videos of him trolling, standing next to somebody talking to the other person about him. And that's a troll. That's a troll right there.
Maybe he's trying to motivate you and get you to earn his respect.
No, then just look at me and tell me what you feel like you need me to do. But you don't. Why? I don't walk up with me and Mount to CT and be like, man, this nigga CT trash. He can't do this, that, or this. Oh, my fault, G. I didn't even know you.
Why not?
Because if I feel a way about CT, I'm looking him in his eye. I'm gonna tell him how I feel about him.
But maybe he don't.
And I get it. It's all entertainment. And, that might have been a funny clip to a lot of people, but it's like that's a troll move.
No, I thought it was real shit.
Real shit would be like, grab him by the face mask, bruh. You ain't like, come on, nigga. I've been did this. You ain't doing what you could be doing out there.
You was a high draft pick and you ain't doing nothing. You came from Bama. You don't even look like it. Bama State.
You might be a little right there.
2 catches, 1 catch.
You might be a little right there.
I might be right. Go look at the stats.
Look at the stats, Clifford.
But stats don't always mean nothing either, because like we talk about, it's all about the quarterback. Who's he comfortable with?
It looks like it don't matter. They had a few quarterbacks in their farm, so.
But who? Drew Lock, Russell Wilson, who else? Brissett. Who?
Tim Tebow.
No, we're talking about recently with Jerry Jeudy.
Oh.
So what quarterbacks has he really had other than Russ? And Russ is a prima donna. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So if I feel more comfortable throwing that's who's going to get the ball.
Big Betty Susie.
Drop balls.
He had dropped a couple. I have seen a couple drops.
And Sutton's all right, but he ain't no number one. So yeah, I don't see
Nah,
how you expect Russ to be anything with
because
that
you a
team.
vet. Because you a vet, and we saw Brady do it for 20 years with less.
But that's different.
That's
He kept a
that's
couple
simple.
pieces. You kept your main piece Gronk around.
But he got it done before Gronk and didn't
Yeah,
have
Gronk was there
pieces.
for like 10 years. So yeah.
I agree with all that. I agree with all that. He did have his main piece, but
Then he went to Bucks. He went to the Bucks with him for 2. So yeah.
yeah. And my nigga Antonio Brown, everybody try to knock him off the face of the earth. Yeah, I said his
Mm-hmm.
name. Antonio Brown, Antonio Brown, Antonio Brown. I hope he show up like Bloody Mary and we hear something about him in the next couple days.
Mr. CTE. That's what he said.
Right.
Man, let my nigga live.
He said CTE. Girl got tattooed on her face of her face on her face of him. I was like, oh man.
These hoes is crazy.
I mean, he living.
He
I'm
is
sure he's
living.
still good. He's still a lot better off than a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he doesn't have a head injury because we all remember that hit.
Wasn't hard enough.
I don't know if it was.
Probably not. It was probably
I don't know
light,
if it
bro.
was. Like, I think that might have been like the straw that broke the camel's back. But just one good solid hit like that, I don't know if it's enough to just
put you down. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I know everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? Different people are different.
Different strokes, different.
You know, they're not built the same. But Antonio Brown, like he never, I don't think that it was just that one hit. Let me just put it like that.
Nah, yeah.
And I think that motherfuckers put more on him than is true. You know what I'm saying? Like, could my nigga possibly have CTE? Yes, of course. I mean, I would think that everybody in the league could quite possibly have it. But then, let's be honest, the shit just came out with the Will Smith movie a couple years prior, the concussion movie, where he played the African dude that recognized that there was impact. He was the one that basically navigated the safety changes in football. Concussion is the name of the movie.
Oh, I never heard of it.
But what I'm saying is that all took place recently. So if you recently just discovered that, then it could be possible that you didn't discover that there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like somebody could have CTE, quote unquote, and be perfectly cognitive impaired. Not impaired, but I can do everything anybody regular can do. I don't have mood swings or anything like that, but I do get headaches from time to time.
Like a level 1, like a level 4.
You know what I'm saying?
Thing.
And then you got the people who are starting to hear things and get into, like the delusions like Junior Seau and them.
In their head, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you haven't had enough time to really break it down.
You really don't never hear about no really story like that besides
It's a few of them. It's the one dude that who's trying to get that I've always said doesn't strike me as CTE. I know they tried to put it off on him, but who's the dude's name who was trying to get his girlfriend not to leave and hopped in the back of the pickup truck and she backed out and he tried to jump out and banged his head.
Yeah, he was young too. So
and that didn't really strike me as a CTE story, like.
Yeah.
But it is another dude, God bless, that I think did like a murder-suicide thing that they said had CTE too. I can't think of his name. I mean, I'm not saying it's real. I'm just saying that people be like, yeah, Antonio Brown got CTE, but what? I mean, just because his talk's a little slower, you know what I'm saying? How you know that he's really one of them?
Yeah.
You just putting that on that man because you feel like that's wild to me. But here nor there, we can move on. I saw that everybody been wilding out over the Taylor Swift shots in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
that's
sure.
expected.
Yeah,
You
she's
think?
lit now.
What you mean? They you knew they was gonna show her. They show her every when it's
Oh,
game.
okay, and I agree with you there. You saying that was expected. I'm saying, like, did you think that the backlash over it was expected? Like, don't get me wrong. They said that they showed her a total of 12 times for up to, I think it was 55 to 58 seconds. I've heard both. But either way it goes, it's only a lot from a standpoint of, like, when you think about it quarterly. You know what I'm saying? You showed her 3 times a quarter, and the Chiefs didn't do, like, it wasn't a high scoring game. Travis didn't have hella catches. So why are you panning back to this bitch like that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta show her. They see how much money they making off
And
of.
I'm sorry, I don't mean it disrespectfully, but I'm
And
saying, like,
they
did
said
she
she
pay
came
for
from
ad
what?
time?
She came out of this
Hell
country
no,
where
she's a
niggas could have gone.
billionaire.
No, I know that's a joking question.
Right.
She wouldn't have to pay for ad time because the NFL's getting something every time that they
Well,
show her face.
they gotta show her.
Viewers,
Yeah, they gotta
viewers.
show her so that her fans that are watching for her
Are still
stay
in
engaged.
in
Still
and that's
tuned in.
exactly right, and that's exactly why that's why
One
I
of the
said
most one of the most disrespectful things, and this is kind of a I'll figure out who. Well, this is a pre-hit the showers.
right.
Whoever came up with the slogan "Taylor's boyfriend"? Like, have y'all seen them shirts that
Oh
these girls
man,
Uh-uh.
been
have
wearing
I
and their little kids been wearing?
theme
So
parties and all that?
yeah, there's shirts that basically take away from Travis Kelce and refer to him as Taylor's boyfriend.
Well, I mean, they gonna think like that anyway. But back to what you
Mm-hmm.
was saying was the fans, the young women that are watching now and all that. We talked about it off air. Those are empty stats. Those aren't long-term NFL fans. What you think that because Taylor Swift is now with Travis Kelce that these young girls are gonna watch NFL and fall in love with it to the point that if Taylor leaves, they don't leave with her? Is that what you think? You think you got a forever fan now because the little 13-year-old girl saw Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift kiss. That's what you think.
KC fan, yeah. That.
Those are empty stats. Those are situational stats that only happens as long as Taylor stays with Travis and as long as she comes to the games at that. Because I guarantee you, if you looked up the stats, there would be a difference in viewership from the game she's at and the game she's not.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure they still tuning in just to see if she's there or not.
Right, and I'm sure once they see that they ain't panning to her every 3 times a quarter, they disengage. They go back to bumping that 13 album or whatever the fuck it's called.
Wait, what? 13 album.
Yeah, isn't that the name of her album?
Hmm.
They don't give
1980.
a fuck about the game. Like I get wanting to say it was 2 billion people watching the Super Bowl this year. But how much revenue did that bring you? You feel what I'm saying? Because that's not going to translate to ticket sales. It has for this specific flash in a pan, this specific moment in time. But if you think it's going to last into next year, you're fooling yourself. It's going to be old by then.
Nah, I think it is. And if
Only
they win
way,
it, going to another Super Bowl run.
only way it doesn't happen. Let me stop. I was about to say, only way it doesn't happen is if Taylor Swift ends up being a super football mom. You know what I'm
Yes, she
saying?
might.
Like where I'm at every game with the jersey on. And if she does, she gains a good 20 to 30 pounds and I guarantee they ain't gonna be together for much
They
longer.
gonna
I
love
told you,
that.
if Taylor Swift gains weight, she looks like a fucking third grade substitute teacher.
Mm.
I'm telling
Travis
you.
ain't going nowhere.
And you think he gonna stay with Honey Boo Boo if she turns into? I'm just saying.
That ain't forever. It's just temporary while she's pregnant.
Right. And she got too much money to
And
turn
you know,
into.
that's what I was about to say. You know, I'm clowning because Taylor would never let that happen to herself. You heard what I'm
She
saying?
probably won't even be the type to get big pregnant, like
Oh no, you
little
crazy.
Simpson.
Oh no, you crazy.
She keep that thing nice and tight.
I don't got nothing to do with none of that. You crazy as fuck if you think this don't grow on Taylor if she get pregnant.
Nah.
Yeah, dude. We know it, dude. We know it, dude. It's not a question about it. We know it, dude. The only way it doesn't is if she has meal prep throughout her whole pregnancy and she's still hitting that little treadmill and doing her little workout things because she's trying to snap right back into tour shape. That's the only way she doesn't gain weight and blow up like that. But if Taylor if she wasn't where she was now, and she so happens to bear child, she looks like a third grade substitute teacher. Science at that. Maybe math. I don't know. Maybe math. Maybe math, but you know, either way, substitute.
The fans would love that. Another Chiefs fan on the way.
Listen, I'm just saying. But moving on. Ooh, and I got both y'all together, and we about to get into it anyway. This NBA talk about to pop back off. What the fuck's going on with y'all's Lakers?
Looking good. Back over 500.
I mean, it's
29,
early in the
26.
season. We just got Spencer Dinwiddie and Darvin Ham.
That's a good pickup. That is a good
Yeah.
pickup.
Nice.
Dinwiddie's a
D-Lo
good
looking good.
pickup.
D-Lo been putting up 20s plus every night.
He's been getting warm. I seen.
We've won the past like 4 out of 5 games. We're on a winning streak.
Yeah, winning streak.
You know?
You said, yep, winning streak. Y'all 29 and 26.
Yeah, above 500.
Currently, and prior to this game, the Heat, who they playing? They playing
Philly.
That's who it is.
It's an 82 game season. That's
but prior to this game, the Heat was 29 and 25. So how the fuck y'all above them in the ranks? And y'all got a worse record.
We're in the what? Because we're in the West.
Well, they got a lot of injuries too. Jimmy out. They had a lot of injuries. So
yeah, I know Jimmy. Well, no, Jimmy's back.
No, he out tonight too.
For real?
He was out. He was out last night. They played last night. I think Duncan had like 25. Tyler had like 20. They played without him. I think Bam had a triple double. Yeah, they played without him.
That's the only thing about basketball is them games happen so fast, like so frequent that it's like
82 games season. Yeah.
That was like 3 games ago. I was like 4 games ago. I'm thinking, but 4 games ago was just last week.
Mm-hmm.
You might have got hurt in that game you talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I said that is because I had him in on a parlay and he hit for me. I just can't remember what game that was.
Jimmy ain't gonna always do that. He is not consistent.
No, but I mean, I think that the only reason that he's not consistent is because his role is. Listen, everybody ain't LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. You don't gotta be.
I'm just saying everybody can't do it at a high level like that over and over again. Like, you know how I talk. Players like Jimmy should be sitting.
No.
Man, I'm sitting you. I'm sitting you. You're blocked out. And I'm doing that for the fans. For the fans. I'm letting Jimmy play the first quarter of the season. And then for the fans' sake, I'm blocking him out
They fining you for that
Remember,
too
yeah, you
now.
can't do that. They got a rule on it now, unless
You
you're
got
out
a
for the
rule where
season.
you can't be considered for awards, but Jimmy's not getting them anyway.
No, I promise you can get fined like 250,000
Yeah, I
for
think there's. A, I
just
think this.
If
I think
you,
it's.
benching guys.
I think it's an all in one. I think it's award slash. You literally can't. Like it's
You
like a
will
job
get
now.
fined.
Like you get
Yeah.
80 current. You know what I'm saying? Unless you out for the
They
season,
looking into the like injury report
yeah, but
really
it's like
bad, like
20, it's
really
like 20 something games.
and
for
that go
what?
by quick. You can use them 20 games up quick. Hell
You
yeah.
can,
I'm sure
because
he's close and it's still the first
They
half of
play
the
every other
season.
night. You
because
know.
Yeah, I'm
technically
sure he's
I
close.
wouldn't be able to sit Jimmy out for as long as I would based
And
off of
still
those
try to
20
make the
something
playoff
games.
run.
No, I'm not worried about the playoff run. I think that you can still get that done. I would just want Jimmy more towards the back end than wearing him out throughout.
That's when it gets tougher too, the back end.
Right, right.
So I'm saying I think he should I don't know. He can't sit too
You need
many
to
out.
listen. You need to be using your occurrences, is what I'm gonna
They don't
say.
want to be no play-in game. They don't want to be a play-in team again like last year and
Yeah,
try
but
to.
that adds up too quick. And then when you really need to use them or want them, use them. You know what I'm saying? Unless you out, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the question really. I mean, listen.
I know he got to be close because he's been on the sideline for a
And they're
lot of
not good
games.
enough to just play and win without Jimmy for that
That
long.
well, really, my whole thing is with Jimmy. Like, is this your opportunity? Like, don't get me wrong. As the player, Jimmy Butler, you continue to play until it's your time to retire. But as the team itself, do y'all really think y'all got a shot this year?
Mm-hmm.
They always feel like they got a shot, at least as a
Bam's an
unit.
all-star. They got Spo still. Got a lot of young talent.
I don't know. I agree. I agree. They do have a lot of young talent, but I don't know that this is the same. Like, people call them windows for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's open and it's closed in a certain amount of time. And the Heat had been close. I would say their time started right around that bubble year. Maybe the year prior to that bubble year.
Or with LeBron.
You said what?
Or when LeBron was there.
Well, no, that would be considered a separate window. That's a separate
Oh,
window.
okay. Okay.
But the window like of being relevant currently, I feel like it opened for them right around that COVID, that bubble year.
Yeah.
The window don't stay open for decades for a lot of teams. You got to be a dynasty for that to happen. And I
They've
feel
been in
like
the Eastern Conference Finals for a long time. They've been battling with Boston.
that means the window was open for a while, but I'm feeling like that window is not closed, but it's
Well, they
closing
was just in
very
the finals
quickly.
last year. So, yeah, I think they still good. As long as Bam there, I think they good.
I mean, but Jimmy's the one because Bam is still
No,
averaging.
Bam's the one.
Right, but what's the point if you only averaging 14, if that, points a game?
14, 12. He had, what do you have? 18, 14,
Yeah,
and 12 last
he
game.
gonna have some games where he score more, but you can't lean on Bam to get
But
you a
it's his
dub.
defense. Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. You said it. Defensively, maybe. Offensively, you'll never get a dub if Bam just scored.
Damn it,
Maybe,
didn't
He's
yeah,
not
come
going
on now.
maybe
Stop.
once. Maybe once out of,
You
I
know
would
where he
say
went
more
to
than
school?
10.
You know where he went to school at, Cliff? Stop playing with him.
real talking. He's been getting better every year.
He's nowhere near able to be leaned on for as the
And
scorer
you
of the
know what you
team.
didn't even talk about before we went to NBA?
What?
The NFL honors. We ain't even go through the awards and our reactions about who won this, who won that. None of that.
I didn't even look it up, to be honest.
I think what Christmas McCaffrey got
Lamar
offensive.
MVP, Kevin Stefanski, Coach of the Year for the Browns. Like,
I don't know how he got that, but
yeah, that was had me. As a matter of fact, you might have gave me an idea for later.
I might be tripping.
Myles Garrett, defensive player of
Miles
the year,
Yeah, I
Garrett,
did see that.
OTJ.
I
What
did
Christian
see that.
McCaffrey won offensive.
offensive. I
Shout
think
out to the
Flacco got
Texans, first round picks on offensive rookie CJ Stroud and Will Anderson, defensive player off or
comeback
rookie.
player of the year, Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Flacco. Now that was deserving.
right.
The Stefanski thing though.
I
Yeah,
thought it could have went to Baker Mayfield, but yeah.
Baker would have been a good one too.
yeah, but
Baker honestly would have been more deserving.
well,
For
no, because
sure.
Joe came off the couch, didn't he?
Joe got
Took like
called up.
3 games, 4
Joe,
games.
no, but Joe was on the practice squad too for a while before he even got a chance to start. They pulled him up from the practice squad, so it
But he
wasn't
was there
just
like
like a
week 14, week 13.
I
Like,
guess
it
what I'm
was
right,
getting
late.
but it
at
wasn't an
is,
off the couch situation. Is what I'm
but
saying.
I guess what I'm getting at is Baker was in rhythm off the
Well,
stretch.
see, that's why I say he's more deserving is because he had to keep that consistency up for the whole 17 game season.
And nobody
Flacco
saw that
only
coming
did it
from
for
Baker.
4.
Yeah.
And in that 4th, you weren't looking your best, were you?
But Flacco wasn't supposed to do what he did. Baker, I've been talking about Baker since he went to the Rams.
But a lot of people was down
Like
Baker
I've
for
been
sure.
expecting
So
Baker to be Baker ever
Right.
since he showed out for the Rams.
No, I agree.
did
And I was
did he get
with
a
you. But,
playoff? Did he get a first? Did he win the first game?
mm-hmm.
He came off the jet CT with the play. He's all right. Let's go ahead. Boom.
I
Won it.
fucks with Baker.
That's my nigga.
I fucks with Baker. I always said I fucks with Baker ever since I seen him plant that Oklahoma flag inside of the at the horseshoe or at the OSU stadium. I
didn't
said the
know.
horseshoe. Man, when he did that, it was on camera. When he did that, I was like, "Oh my fucking gosh, this nigga's hell."
He's a dog.
Man, nah, I can't.
Yeah,
You
I saw him
know,
play at the dog pound. He was nice with it.
I couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand him watching him at Oklahoma just because of that. Because who the fuck does that? But I mean, you still gotta give a nigga peas for doing it. Chad Johnson took a knee and he got a hit for that. This nigga went and planted a whole flag in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
After beating you, that's too much, man. That's crazy.
He instigated after the game.
Yeah. Whoever's last game that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing too much more after this. They should have handled that. There's no reason why he shouldn't have came out of there at least with a bump, bruise, something.
Wait, who?
Baker.
Oh, yeah.
In college. Shit, you know what kind of shit I done seen at the Ohio State Stadium, man? There's no way I would ever think that a motherfucker would plant a flag and just get out there clean. I don't care if you're a player or not. That's another conversation.
But yeah, no, yeah, man. Then they had that shooting at the parade. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, but that shit happens.
Yeah, they're gonna stop that. Watch.
That's not. You know what I mean? You out there like anybody
The
else.
fans chase the people
Celebrate.
down and tackle them.
It's unfortunate, but stuff like that happens. Like, you gotta think about all the, like, don't get me wrong. I agree with the pushing of all of the mental health stuff going on recently. But you also gotta think and ask yourself why that is. I don't think it's necessarily because people back in the 60s, 50s, and 40s up through now didn't have mental health issues. They had more of a reason to have mental health issues back then. But now, when we hear about all these motherfuckers that are now being medicated because they got anxiety or depression or anything like that, you got all of them in one spot. You got all of them in one spot for that parade. Everybody who listen, it's too much. In the world,
Yeah, I
crazy.
think people just going there to kill. That's what I think it was. Some crazy stuff.
Maybe even not. Maybe they was just going there to rob.
It was like two people or something that they got in custody or something. Like,
You gotta
Two people,
understand,
yeah, they tackled them.
when you bring that many people out, just per the ratio alone, something's gonna happen.
You don't expect those. You just expect they're going to have a good time, but man,
right. That's like what CT said. You got kids there, and you know what I'm saying. You trying to go to
yeah,
Gotta be, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be able to be there to enjoy it, but you just gotta think in reality. And reality is when you have that many people, and it's not even that many people, but that many people confined to one little space,
yeah, it's just
something's gonna
crazy
happen.
stuff.
And God bless all of them. I heard it was one dead. At first they was reporting 9 shot, and then they said 21.
they jumped up. They keep
Mm-hmm.
21.
But that's what happens when you fire bullets in the crowd. It only take one to hit
Yep.
4 or 5.
That shit's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, man.
Close range probably to all them people.
I mean, God bless, like I said, but I'm just saying for whoever's team wins the championship next year, just be
They
prepared
probably
and
gonna
be
stop that
careful.
shit. They probably gonna have high security. They probably gonna stop that
It's
shit.
over
Ain't
with.
no way you can have enough security to be able to do nothing
Ain't
like
no
that.
way. Yep.
And they gonna have that shit. They gonna do something different than watch. They ain't about to risk
Have
that.
security on buildings and stuff. Yeah.
They probably, well, I
Mm,
mean, you know, this capitalist world, they probably gonna charge tickets.
yep.
You want to be a part of the parade, you got to
You
buy a
gotta pay
ticket, and
now.
we're gonna have
Yep.
this blocked off, and everybody here that has to enter and pay.
I
Yep.
mean, now that I think about it, they should, for security reasons, just to your point, have the parades in the stadiums. That way, you can charge for a ticket if that were to be the case, and you know they got to go through some sort of security clearance. But
Security
yeah,
and just have them come out. Yeah, and just yeah, I see what you mean.
that way it's
Yeah.
more of a controlled environment. You see what I'm
Right?
saying?
No, definitely.
Because
Have
and
them
look,
come out on the fire truck or whatever, and then talk on the podium and whatever. And
right,
yeah,
y'all just cheer from the stands. Just
It's too many people. It's too many people. It's just like when you just think college. It's too many people. That's too many
yeah,
people. Something is
it'll be
going to
people
happen. That's a
outside.
fact.
It'll be people outside. Normally, there's people outside,
And
but
I
yeah,
can't, and to be honest, like it doesn't even really seem feasible to me to even bring a child unless I can carry that child on my shoulders.
I mean, there's a lot of
You know what
kids
I'm
that's part of
saying?
that though.
It's packed in there. It's packed in there. That's too much. It's too easy for somebody to get snatched. Too easy for nah. That's too much. You
But
would
them
never
same people was just there last year though. Like it never happened again. So
you'll never see me in not one parade, not no national championship parade where it's packed like that. I need space.
yeah, that's a lot of people. I can't do all that. That's too much. That's too much.
And if
What did
I
y'all
don't get space, I'm bound to freak out. I'm bound to really Now that's when the motherfucker need a pill. I need to ask one of the niggas next to me, like, you give me one of your Zolofts or something. I know you on anxiety meds. I'm about to freak out in here. If these motherfuckers keep bumping me, I'm going to freak. I don't have enough room.
Yeah, that's why I never could do the mosh pits and shit people would do. That's too much.
I just thought we'd just be fighting at the end of the day.
Get me out the fucking air.
Yeah, I can't do too many people. And then you gotta think, even if you were to freak out, right? You gotta walk blocks to get out of the crowd.
Right.
That's like being in the club trying to get to the bar for blocks. You got me fucked up if I'm bringing my kids.
Right, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I wouldn't go myself.
Especially people scrambling. Like that. It's like a stampede, like Lion King.
Right. Somebody starts shooting, man. That's what I'm saying. You got to be able to have a kid that you can have on your shoulders. Of course, not for the shots, but for when it's time to get the skirt out.
What if you got more than one kid?
That's what I'm saying. You can't bring them. This is the world we live in now. You can't bring them. It's not tactically responsible to bring them to an event like that. It just isn't.
No way you running with two kids.
Right. I'm screwed in that situation. How'd y'all feel about that? People are blowing it up, but the Andy Reid, Travis Kelce moment in the Super Bowl interaction.
I said that nigga getting too big for his britches. I ain't never had no pussy, never in my life, that made me feel like I'm on top of the world like that. And I know that they've had words together, but that's a completely different
His brother said something to him on their show about it. His brother was not happy because they both played for Andy Reid.
Oh no, I might have to look that one up.
Well, you know that because
I knew that, but I'm saying I'm gonna have to look the podcast up.
Jason wasn't happy.
It doesn't make sense for you to do that. It
kind of reminded me similarly of the Cincinnati situation when he stuck up for Travis when he got in trouble. Cincinnati, like, get my, because they both played for this guy, this coach, and like y'all said, Travis know better. You getting too big for your britches, bruh. What's Taylor got you over there pumping?
Right.
You usually
what kind of rituals y'all doing in the bedroom, my G?
Real talk. You feeling yourself. Now he's feeling himself though. That's what it is. You're feeling your what? You don't
give me the ball. That's what he owns.
I mean, and I get that, CT, but
nah, it wasn't even because they explained it on the thing. It wasn't even a give me the ball situation.
He wasn't even on the field.
Exactly. And that's what the commentator said. He said, if anything, he had to been feeling like, I need to be on the field. Like, don't take me off of the field. But
he said on the podcast, he was like, we was turning the ball over, and I felt like I needed to be on the field.
Nah, but you didn't need to be on the field on that play because you're not a blocking tight end. That's not your job. And even if you could, and I'm not saying Travis can't block, I'm just saying your job on the team is not to block. And even if you could, it wouldn't make sense in the first quarter of the Super Bowl for me to have you in there blocking and risk getting hurt. You're dumb. Sit the fuck down.
Nah, he blocking on any other play when they run, so why not?
If he blocking on any play, it's a block and release.
He's blocked. I've seen him block plenty of times on a run.
He can, but he's not. If Travis is in on the formation, me as a linebacker or as an inside DB, I'm thinking it's a pass. Even if he starts blocking, I'm thinking he's going to break. There's no reason for him to be on the field if that's all you're going to do.
That's why that game-winning drive was open on that touchdown.
What you mean?
It looked like he was going to block, and then he went up, and they bid on it. Hardman wide open.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you can block, but you're not in here to do that. And I know that. We all know that.
But the play before they ran it with Pacheco and
he fumbled, right. So you would have just been in on that play, on that formation to block.
No, he blocked for Patty when he was running.
Right, but those aren't designed runs like that.
He didn't get the ball a lot that game. He was blocking, so.
Unless it's a formation thing, like, yeah, of course, a design run for Patty, you got to be in there to block because we need you on the field so it looks like a pass. But either way,
Pacheco a lot.
Yeah, Pacheco did not show up. He didn't show up. Like, yeah, he did do a little, a couple drives at the end of the game. But the plays that, and did you notice, and we talked about it, me and CT did on the show, I don't know if you was probably asleep. The nigga rushed for a first down and rolled over on his back and almost lost control of the ball again before he hit the ground. And I was thinking, like, yeah, you got to be in your head, G. I don't know what else that is, because
a pass rush was coming. You had Bosa, Chase, and they was tearing him up early on. Bosa and Chase Young, they was tearing him up. Boy, they was they was busting through that line. He wasn't fucking with them.
But dudes, adjustments and figuring it out is crazy.
You see how it took halftime for them to adjust. They had to make them adjustments at halftime. The Chiefs, that is, because at that first half, in my opinion, I know I missed Sunday's show. They was getting their ass whooped. They was losing the battle and the war for a while.
But that's why it's good 2 halves of football.
Mm-hmm. But I will say that second half, for what I did see before I fell asleep, they was making adjustments and doing what they needed to do.
Was dotting up.
Did you see the shit that they've been showing about how that play where they gave the Chiefs a first down?
Which play?
I can't remember. It was in the fourth quarter. I can't remember what drive it was exactly. Excuse me. But Patty, he dropped back for the pass. Shit wasn't there, and he rolled out and ran out of bounds for like a 4-yard play. They already had a first down, and the clock said 2nd and 6, and then they cut to a commercial, or not a commercial or something, and it went back to 1st and 10.
I mean,
but see, when I first saw that, I said, shit like that happens all the time if you really pay attention to the board, but they usually switch it back.
But at the game, they probably figured it out and got it
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that the video was cut prior to, because the people are working the board. It's not hard to hit something that shouldn't have been hit, and you see it get corrected throughout the game. So I don't know that you didn't cut that video prior to the clock getting readjusted or the downs getting readjusted, because I feel like I would have noticed something like that watching it live.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty keen on looking at shit like that. To the point that I noticed when you made a mistake, like, is that going to get changed? So if I didn't see it, and I'm not saying that because I was drinking, but I didn't see no shit like that. And why would they do it on a first down anyway? You know what I'm saying? It's 1st and 10, you rush, you get 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6. And then you move it back to 1st and 10. What's the point of that? Why would you risk that being noticed? You would do that on a 4th or a 3rd, wouldn't you? Maybe not. Maybe you do it on the 1st so it goes unnoticed. I don't know.
ain't seen nothing about it.
But either way, the only thing I really had a problem with was like, and remember I was texting the group chat. I kept saying Andy Reid's play calling is very questionable.
It can be.
For the whole first half, probably into maybe a quarter of the third quarter, I was like, what is he doing? What is he doing out there?
Well, if he wasn't fumbling, I feel like they would have been good field position. So, and their kicker was setting records, so he obviously was good
Nah,
from any range on.
that motherfucker earned his.
Yeah.
He definitely earned his bread that
I think
night.
he set a career high in the Super Bowl.
And he beat
Moody, wasn't it?
Yeah, didn't he beat the dude he was playing against?
Yeah.
He beat his record for the longest Super Bowl field goal. That's crazy.
Too, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
You think they can three-peat?
Hell no. Fuck no, they ain't about to win no third. Nigga, hell no. Man, first of all,
I mean, football is very hard for out of all sports for that to take place.
So we didn't think they was gonna win two.
But go ahead, Mount.
No, I was just saying, fuck no. Like me and you talked about it off the show, Cliff. I just think that the it's so competitive, CT. There's so much that's gonna happen with trades and free agents and different shit that it's gonna be anybody's game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's just gonna be.
They can be the ones getting better too.
No, for sure. Don't get me wrong, but it's like how much better are they gonna get though? You know what I'm saying? Because look, Lamar, your boy Lamar, he played a great game against them. CT. It was his team that was fucking up. Zay Flowers. You know what I'm saying? Penalties and call. You know what I'm saying? Drop balls or fumble, whatever he.
We
had. You
could
know
say
what I'm
that
saying?
for Patty's dudes all season, but hey, he came through, so I think they can do it.
Yeah,
I think they can. Their defense stay together. I wish they might stay together. Get Brandon's dudes back. They can definitely bring it over.
But I mean, like we said though, I mean, there's so many other teams that are still out there that are still hunting that could, you know. But yeah, they're gonna be hard to beat. They always are. Chiefs always are hard to beat.
For sure.
Yeah, nah. It's like I was saying, there's too many moving parts in football for you to really just be going on a three-peat like that. And I'm not saying it's not possible. And I would say with any quarterback right now, you kind of got to give it to Patty to make it possible. But I really don't see them getting another one.
I think they do.
You do?
And if they do, I don't think it's gonna be like directly
right away. Right, exact. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's this year. I think they can add a couple pieces. Just as like y'all said, anybody else can get better, they can get better too.
Listen, they
show they don't gotta be perfect in the regular season as long as they get in the tournament.
They've proved that,
and they can go on the road and win.
They proved that they can do it with a rotation of receivers.
Some mediocre, a rookie.
Rotations of them. Bring a new one in every year, and we'll still get it.
Oh, the Jets, y'all don't want MVS. I mean, y'all don't want Hartman. We'll take him back.
Right. Win the Super Bowl for you.
Game-winning catch.
And he had that one catch before it too. That 52-yarder.
Deep one, yeah.
Yep, that 52-yarder.
DB was looking around like, what is? Oh, yeah,
and he had crazy. 3 of them on him.
Yep.
There was 3 DBs on him. There was 2 on his back and 1 that had a shot at least tipping the ball.
That's why I just think Patty definitely can throw those balls down the field, give his receivers opportunities.
But the crazy thing about it was a duck. That pass
He
was a
probably
dub.
had pressure on him. He was getting pressure a lot. He was taking hits.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fact. But that pass was a duck, and I was looking like, damn, that's a wobbler. Like it didn't even spin like it was like that. They
Was my
still got
favorite
it there
play.
though.
What was my favorite play?
I mean, that my favorite play would have to be that one, and I think that was one of the reasons that I was like, what is Andy Reid doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to go for the deep ball every play, but clearly you got that DB group nervous. You got all of them in one zone. Of course, the ball was in the air long enough for them all to get there, but work midfield. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you throwing these little short passes and trying to get the runoff. Nah, work on the fact that they're bummed out. They let that play go. You didn't even try.
I thought the reverse, the Jennings touchdown to McCaffrey was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even though he floated that one up there too.
Yeah,
He almost got McCaffrey fucked up. If that motherfucker was in the ball for a half a second longer, he'd had a couple broken ribs.
It's crazy he threw one though. Yeah, Jennings was big for him that game. I thought.
I didn't know he was a quarterback in high school.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know that. They made it sound like he got like recruited in college as a quarterback. So I wonder if he spent any time collegiately as a quarterback. Like if he was another one of them that got drafted to the NFL and they was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. You gotta play wide receiver.
Yeah.
You know they do that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. That Jawan Jennings pass, or what was it? It was it McCaffrey? Hold on, it was Jawan Jennings.
You talking about the one?
He threw it. No, he threw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one he threw, and he caught one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely can't be your people. That motherfucker.
Man, you crazy as fuck. First of all, he probably ain't. Second of all, if he was, he'd have a little extra hit. That pass would have been on point to McCaffrey first. That's number one. And you'd have had 2 more catches than you did in the Super Bowl, and y'all have won that bitch. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. What else did I have to say? I don't know, but I honestly I don't know how we got back to the football because what I did want to say is
NBA.
Y'all motherfuckers know I must got a crystal ball in the back of my motherfucking pocket.
Why you say that?
Cause y'all remember I told you that this was gonna happen exactly in the next 2 years.
What's that?
That the Cleveland Cavaliers right now number 3 in the NBA.
That's fine.
Just was number 2, yeah.
And both of y'all, or I said both of y'all, because Q ain't here to take his licks either. Down below 15.
What you mean? Wait, down below 15?
Yeah, in the power rankings.
That's fine. We're talking about by the end of the season then, right?
Yeah,
of course.
I never said, yeah, I don't care. Listen.
Nah, I remember it was when y'all did y'all make it to the finals or did y'all get bumped out the round before? And I remember how y'all was talking about my Cavs. I remember it.
A lot of people get excited.
You know, I'll be rooting for the Cavs.
About where they are, but they forget it's about where you're going. You know what I'm saying? Or where the Cavs gonna go?
It don't matter. We've been above the Lakers. past couple years.
No, you can't say that because your championships don't reflect that. You can't say
Yeah,
they've been.
yeah, but you're
Yeah, they
like,
got bumped first round
but like
last
we
year.
talked about, LA is LA.
What do you mean? The Dodgers suck. The Clippers aren't that good.
LA is LA. But the Dodgers and the Clippers,
Clippers are good. They're probably the best team in the West.
Hell no, you crying.
They are actually. The Clippers are number 4. Well, no, they're not. The Timberwolves are the best in the West.
The Nuggets, the Kings, they're still out there.
The Timberwolves are the best in the West right now. They at number 2 overall in the league with 38-16.
Well, the Clippers were like on the 23,
4
like 4
with 35 and 17. Mm-hmm.
What did you say, 35 and 17?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is.
They started off bad, too, until Harden got there.
It is. And the crazy thing about it is you haven't really had them all at the same time that much either. Like Kawhi, Paul George, Russ, and Harden. It's always been like a one person's in, one person. You know what I'm saying?
No, they've been playing together. Kawhi been hooping for real this year. That's why he's an all-star.
Yeah, I didn't see him out there. I just never see him all out there.
Oh, they're all out there.
Not at the same time. Yeah, I know Russ do. Shit. I ain't gonna say that.
They've been playing.
I ain't gonna say that. I was about to say Harden damn near need to, but
he 10 assists every game.
Yeah, he fills his role. He fills his role, and he'll hit the shots that need to be hit. That I can't hate on.
I swear, you'd be like, dang.
Yeah, I can't hate on that. I can't hate on that.
They definitely gonna win. Mm-hmm.
He will hit the shots that need to be.
PG was in a slump. He'll definitely come
right.
Up.
I can't hate on him like that, but he's just not there every trip. And I understand the shooter will shoot, but I don't like motherfuckers that just keep trying and trying and trying and it's not falling. Like, move the ball,
He's just a great point guard for them. He gonna find the big man, Zubac. Norman Powell gonna come in. And I seen Mason Plumlee's back, so they getting healthy for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Sixers got Buddy Hield in a 3-team deal.
And he's been hooping ever since he got there.
I figured he would.
McDermott.
I figured he would.
Did y'all hear
that? Pat Bev went back. Pat Bev is with the Bucks now.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. Did y'all hear the Warriors tried to send a trade request
for Brian? They blowing that up so much.
That's crazy.
I honestly think that's the powers that be.
Everybody probably do. Like,
I think that's the powers that be and nothing else. I don't think that nobody asked for that. I think that they was just like, just do it for entertainment purposes. Can you do it for us? Because it doesn't make, like, don't get me wrong, like, I think that would help the Warriors and that might even push them.
You said just for entertainment purposes.
Hell yeah. Now we got people talking about, that's what I said. I do think it would help them, but that's not happening. That's just the NBA saying, do this for us so everybody can think about the possibility of LeBron and Steph together.
That'd be a crazy duo.
Man. Yeah, I do think, and I think that they get a ring.
He just hit 11 threes the other night, so.
Depending on who they have to give up to get him, they get a ring.
Right.
They get a ring with that combo. Old ass Bron and 35-year-old Steph still get a ring.
That's scary to think about, yeah.
They do. And they could do it next year if they wanted to.
Facts.
That's what's crazy about it. Steph ain't gonna stop. He's just a shooter. I'm shooting.
Mm-hmm. Right. And he's staying good because he got good cardio. So,
and he ain't had Achilles issues in years.
Yep.
So they could do it next year if they wanted to.
Because his defense got better. So yeah.
So shit. I mean,
I just don't think Brian want to leave AD right now. I don't know why, but yeah.
You say you don't know why. Well, you gotta know why. You gotta know why, because why would I bring you in that like that if I didn't plan on rocking out with you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, and this is just me speaking from a pure fan of the NBA and basketball, you're still draped in the purple and gold. You know what I'm saying? So whether I leave you or not, you got to where you needed to be. You know what I'm saying? You can't be upset of, it's not like I left you somewhere with the Pistons.
He ain't done yet though. It's too early.
You know what I'm saying? Who, AD?
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. He's another one who's actually been getting a little sturdier than I've expected.
He's staying healthy, playing a lot of games.
Man, he's
Yeah.
a dog, man. Stop playing with
Stop
my
it.
guy.
Stop it. Stop
He's
it.
a
Stop it. Stop
dog.
it. Stop it. Stop it.
Let me pull up his
Stop
stats.
it. Stop it. And I'm
We
not
finna
saying,
play.
listen,
We finna play tonight.
I'm not saying he's not a dog. That's not what I mean when I'm saying stop it. I'm just saying,
last game.
I'm just saying, so, okay, so let me just put it like this. So,
Go ahead.
what would it be then? What would it be then that back then when you were in your prime, I would say, that you couldn't really stay healthy and now
He's
you
still
can?
in his prime.
His prime
He's
was
not
when
out
he
of his
first got
prime.
to
He's
LA.
only
Well,
30.
yeah, okay, so here nor there. Why now is it that you're staying a bit healthier?
That, like you just said it earlier, everybody's built differently.
Different program over the summer.
Everybody's built differently.
Yes, everybody's built differently, but nobody
Change your movement.
Nobody improves over time. So basically what I'm getting at when I ask that question is it had to be a training situation.
That your body can also get better. I mean, I know it's just a different sport. Remember when Adrian Peterson broke his neck and they were scared to draft him? And he came back and shitted on shit. He wasn't supposed to be out there.
But that's you're
and he's
still
just not doing
young.
freakish stuff no more like he used to.
You're still young. What I'm saying is nobody gets better over time.
LeBron
what I'm meaning
does.
is not even him. He's not getting up as much. He may get more. He may get more. No, he's not.
You better
he may get more efficient. No, he can still get up there. He can still get up there, but he's not getting up there as much as he was back in the day. He knows I can.
Still the same.
He knows I can get off. I can get off a few of these plays, but he's not. That nigga's not dunking like no motherfucking heat. He's slowing down. He is. He's just getting better in other areas of his game.
But there's a difference between doing it and being selective, though, right? It's not that he can't do it,
right? But that's what I'm saying, though. But that's a disguise of an old man. You know what I'm saying? An old man to show you I can still do it, but can you do it for 4 quarters all the way through? No, you can't because you're slowing down.
That's just playing smarter,
right? You know it's just natural. It's just natural that that's gonna happen. That you're gonna slow down.
He still has a capability. I mean, he's still got high minutes. Look how many minutes at his age he's still playing.
I'll tell you, just dunked on Paul George not too long ago.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That situational shit, though. I'm not saying he's not capable of doing that. He's not capable of doing that for 4 quarters. That's a fact.
Crazy. Every chance he get, he's gonna do that.
He ain't doing that. And if he do it for 4 quarters, I guarantee you don't see him again on the court till next week.
Hell no, he's averaging 35 minutes a game.
What I'm saying, game.
Stop it.
He has the only game. So in a 10-game span, he only missed 1 game, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 5 games in. So he played 5, took 1 off, and then played 5.
Right, but we 50 games into the season. So the better stat to look up would be how many games did he miss all season?
Okay.
Because in the past 10 games, that didn't explain nothing. You could be feeling good and fit. That's like we said at the beginning of the show. That's probably only 2.5 weeks of games.
He's played in 49 games this season so far. So what is that? Is that let's see.
That's a good chunk of them. That means he only missed what,
He
3?
ain't missed many.
Yeah, that means he only missed like 3.
That's greatness.
And he's what? They just turned 38?
39.
39.
Yeah, he's 39. I mean, shit.
Yeah, no, he only missed 3.
You
We
know?
know he's always available for his teammates.
I wouldn't say always, but
Right.
groin injuries come in eventually.
Well,
Nah,
so he's
that's
gonna have
what
the
it
most minutes
is.
in his career.
That's
That ain't
what it
sense. He's
is.
actually gonna have the most minutes in the NBA history.
It just
But he's
hit me.
been working on that though. He's been probably getting additional training and stretching for that groin.
It just hit me. Nah, fuck all that. It just hit me. Remember, I was saying it took Kobe a few years to get hip to the stem cells. You know, LeBron been hip to them motherfuckers
Right.
all his career. I guarantee you, he put him Anthony Davis on with his guy. I guarantee you that happened, and that makes the most sense.
He did that when he got there.
He was hurt quite a bit when he got there too. Well, no, not when he first got there, but
Yeah, the
seemed
bubble happened, and
yeah,
then
it
they
seemed
won the
like after that
championship.
bubble, he went downhill from there. So that his shit must have worn off hella quick. He must have got a half a dose. Because all I'm saying is, recently he hadn't been going out the way he normally does.
He probably caught COVID. It was in his system.
God damn, you just putting on ailments on my nigga? Like, that don't mean that.
No, I'm just saying that's probably just what he was getting injured. That's why
Oh,
he was
you
like
saying one of the
injured. But
reasons why he was out? No,
yeah,
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. No, I don't doubt that at all. Nah, that nigga was still getting hurt though. But I'm not hating. Like I said, he been a lot sturdier lately.
he been going crazy this year, man.
I
I'm
can't
proud of
be
dude.
mad. Yeah, I can't be mad at all. But what else do I got here?
Yeah, ain't really much else on the NBA. I was looking at some shit besides a couple trades at the
We
deadline.
got NBA
Mm,
All Star Weekend and that.
Oh yeah, when is
yeah,
that, right? That's
What
like
do
yeah.
y'all think? I hate the dunk contest. They got like some G League guys in there.
Nah, they got Mac McClung,
Toppin, the
Jaime
wrong Toppin, but
Jaquez. It's
mm,
not Obi.
no, it's his brother or something. He
I
plays for the
know.
Knicks G League team.
Oh, okay. I know it's Jaime Jaquez. Damn. Now I lost my train of
Jalen
thought.
Brown.
Jalen Brown's in it. Mac McClung.
It's for them four. Yeah,
And you said it's the
Toppin.
little Toppin.
Yeah,
I must have just looked and seen like the New York emblem and Toppin and just assumed it
yeah.
was Obi.
New York Toppin don't even play for them. He played for the Pacers.
Oh, then that can't be. Is that right?
Yeah, he got traded to the Pacers.
Mm.
Yep. And in a 3-point shootout, you got Dame. You got Donovan Mitchell. You got Luke Larry Marketing. Yeah.
for
What was
marketing.
the other dude? I forgot. Steph Curry. I think Stephen.
Mm. Yeah, Larry, man. He been in it a few
He
times
having a
though.
solid season. Yeah, he having a solid season though.
He always do. He always do. I'm telling you, that motherfucker underrated as fuck. Like even the year that the Cavs traded him to Utah.
He's talking about the Hawks.
Nah, the Cavs.
Oh, you talking about Larry?
Yeah, when
Yeah,
he got
I'm
traded from the
talking.
Bulls to the Cavs and then the Cavs to the Jazz. But the year that the
Yeah,
Cavs traded him for Donovan, the Jazz made the playoffs. Well, no, I
yeah.
think they fell short right before, but the, they might have made it. I can't remember. But either way, Laurie was averaging over 30 that season and was the one leading them to that motherfucker.
You're right. I'm surprised they traded him.
They should have never, and they wasn't using him right.
He's showing how much better he is now. Man,
Yeah, they wasn't using him right. But
I like Colin Sexton with him too. Like they
yeah, I
working
like
together.
that's a good little duo. That's a mean two to let go. And I understand why the Cavs let Colin go, and he was hurt at the time too. But
You know why I said the Hawks? I was thinking about John Collins. They got him too. I like him with them too.
the
The number
Jazz
one
got
trade.
John Collins.
Yeah, Trey Young used to throw alley oops to him.
That
He
I
played
did
for the
not
guy.
know.
Yep.
No, that I don't think I did know.
So they're a nice little solid team. I think they in the rankings in the playoffs picture right now.
Where was they at? Oh, they ain't in the top 10, but I know I seen them. I know they're
They're not
between 10 and
probably
16.
might be 11.
Yeah, I know they're within that area. I just don't know where exactly.
Yeah.
But listen, man,
The West is so close though right now. So
they are every year.
every year, yeah.
That's how I go every year. Well, I don't want to say every year, but I'll say every recent year within the past 3 or so.
Especially having to play in now. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of close.
Last year, though, I feel like the Nuggets was on top for all, if not, I think one time they got knocked off at top and went back to it.
I think I think the Timberwolves probably beat them once. Yeah, might have been one team to beat them one time. Not talking about in the series, but just like one
No,
game.
no. I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about like as far as being on the top of, like power rankings. And the
Oh,
Timberwolves
okay.
could have probably pulled out, to get on top of them at one point because I do remember somebody beating them.
Not last year at all.
If it wasn't the Timberwolves, I would have to say it had to be the Kings because the Kings was up there high as well.
You talking about playoffs or just regular season?
It was just throughout the year. Throughout the year.
Okay.
All I'm saying is the Nuggets held the number one spot for most of the year.
Yeah. Because Joker was playing like an MVP. They thought he was gonna get it, but
Yeah, and
didn't
that's the
put it
year they
out.
gave it to Joel.
Mm-hmm.
I felt
Dude was
like
having
it
a
should have
crazy
been in
season.
reverse where they should have gave it to Joel last year and gave it to Joker. Well, that sounds weird. They should have gave it to Joel the year before last and gave it to Joker last year, but they reversed it.
Who got it the year before that? Might have been.
Joker.
Yeah, it was gonna be back to back.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Joker.
Yeah, it's either gonna be Joe. It's gonna be Joel, Giannis, or Joker in a conversation all
But
the time.
didn't
Cause
Joel get hurt?
yeah, this year he's disqualified for sure, but
Yeah, he's out for a minute, ain't he?
Yeah.
he's disqualified this year. So it'll be Giannis probably, Shea,
Shay
Luca,
been balling.
30 points every night. That's
Shay
crazy.
been
He's been
balling.
hooping. Mm-hmm.
We talked
Luca
about
too.
that though. We talked about that like 2 years ago. We were saying that he is the future.
Yeah, I didn't predict this though. This dude's a
No,
baller.
I would have never thought this. I would have never thought like leading like the NBA type shit. But
I know he's a franchise guy for sure for that team.
I
And
don't
I be thinking
like
like they not finna win tonight. They ain't got enough defense, but they be smacking teams. I be like, wow.
shit. Lou Dort out there scrapping.
I don't know, like Lou, you don't even get. He be having like 3-5 points, and they be
You don't need him to
like you
have
said.
points. You don't need him to have points.
But you be thinking, where's the other points gonna come from? You know, Shea gonna get 30, but where?
That's what I be saying. It don't matter if you stopping the other team. If the other team can't score, it don't matter if you score half the points you should have. You still
But
get it
Jalen
done.
Williams been hooping. Him and
Yep.
Shea had 30 last night together. That was crazy.
Yeah, the OKC coming up too. I don't think they there yet.
They use those draft picks right that
They
they traded
six
for
on
all
they
those players.
six they six on the power rankings in the NBA though, 37 and 17, but I don't think they quite there yet, man.
37 and 17. That is nuts,
Yeah, that
man.
is.
That is crazy. They so young.
And I don't think that's the thing. That's what's scary about it. And I don't think that Chet's come into himself yet.
No, he's still growing.
Wait till that boy come into himself. He gonna be a bad
But he
man.
know what role he got. He know he got to
Yeah,
be like
yeah,
their
for
number.
sure.
Like he got to be their two guy right now. Like
I
especially
just don't.
definitely their defensive anchor for sure.
He don't have the confidence for it yet. We know
I
he
don't
can
know. He's
do it.
played.
We've seen
He's
him
faced
do it.
everybody. He's faced every big in the league. So I'm sure his
Yeah,
confidence is through the ceiling.
man. I
It
don't
ain't
think
much he can.
so.
It ain't much he can see.
I
Face
don't think
Joel. He
so
faced
though.
Gobert.
I don't think so
Wemby.
based off of gameplay and potential. Like seeing games where you really like taking
And he's
control.
around some dogs. That's what's making him better. Like he's feeding off that attitude.
No, I agree.
I'll be seeing him in press conferences like,
You gotta think this is considered. I know the NBA considers it his rookie year.
yeah.
It's not his rookie year, and I don't think he should be able to win Rookie of the Year award.
I don't think
But
he didn't play at all last year, so maybe
nah,
I
he
think they
didn't.
should.
But you're not a rookie though.
Well, it's like
Yeah,
being a redshirt freshman. You know what I'm saying?
But the
Like,
yeah.
difference is, but see, that's the thing. That's why I feel like I understand why.
It's
Who was
different when
it?
you
Donovan
until you out
Mitchell
there.
that wore the Ben Simmons stole the Rookie of the Year award because you were hurt. That just means that you can't play, but you still got to sit on NBA meetings, NBA practices, NBA organized,
But when
situations.
the season started, you was invisible because you ain't played.
right.
But but regardless, that gives you a leg up from the beginning.
But you
From the
can't.
beginning, whether I can
You
play
still
or
ain't
not,
proved nothing
whether
though.
I can play or
Can't
not,
prove the
from
work.
right, but from the moment that I can start playing, the start of that following year, I know what time I got to be at this meeting. I know what to expect when I step in this area. I know how they're going to address me when I come in here for this situation. All of that factors into how a rookie contributes to the team. And if they have no idea how it's going to go, and the other guy has been like, well, I've been through all this before, I just couldn't play, that gives them a leg up.
Yeah, a lot of dudes get healthy way quicker too, and they used to
Nor,
training. So
nor do
I
I,
know what you mean.
right, nor do I think that an injury should exclude you. You got injured, my nigga. Durability is a part of your career. If you're not
Especially if you're
durable,
just
you
playing
don't
5 on
last.
especially if you're just playing 3-on-3 with the weakest dude on the team, you're gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Like
And if you get injured,
already a head start than that other rookie.
it hurts the team. Because we expected you to play this year that you got injured on. So why should we give you a pass for you to then be able to get Rookie of the Year? No, you already fucked up early. I know it wasn't probably your fault, but you're injured. You don't get to come back the next year and say, I'm starting anew. That's not how it works.
And some of them get hurt in summer league too. I feel like that
You
shit
hear what I'm
counts.
saying? And that just stands for you wasn't training. You wasn't ready. You hopped off the
I
couch.
don't know. I
You
wouldn't
hopped
say
off
that
the
either because
couch
I'm
and
sure
you
some of
thought
them
you was
train
good
their ass
enough.
off.
Some of them, But I guarantee
them high draft picks, they definitely training their ass off.
But I guarantee you the ones that are training their ass off aren't the ones getting hurt in summer league.
Well, Chet got hurt. He was the number 2 pick. Ben Simmons got hurt. He was the number 1 pick. Joel got hurt.
But he ain't get. They ain't get hurt in summer league.
Greg Oden got.
Greg Oden got hurt long after summer league, but Joel got hurt in college. They drafted him hurt. They knew he was hurt. That was the whole point of the trust the process.
I think he played.
I'm pretty sure they drafted him hurt. They brought him back. They brought him back. He played a game or two, and then they set him back out. And then the following year, they put him on a minutes restriction.
Yeah. So Markelle Fultz, like it's. I don't.
Markelle Fultz, that boy dropped the ball.
Bad.
Markelle.
Orlando Magic. That's where he's at now.
Yeah, and he ain't been doing bad, but he ain't
not
been
too bad. I think they're in
the
playoff picture. They have some nice young team.
They're not far off.
I like Pablo. He's nice.
Yeah, I do too, but I just don't know that Markelle was a number 1 pick.
A bust.
I think it's safe to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that just yet.
No, I think it's safe to say that.
He didn't turn out to be what he was supposed to be.
He got drafted the year before Joel Embiid.
Some guys, he could be a late bloomer still.
He could be, but how late? You know what I'm saying? How late how much time we give it? You know.
Just like Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo, we still waiting on Lonzo.
I thought he gonna make a good comeback.
We still waiting on Lonzo to get healthy and do something.
He was in that Chicago facility working out. He getting back.
Yeah, but what AI say? Practice, not a game. We talking about practice.
He gonna be back next year.
Or for how long? You know what I mean?
He had the surgery. He should be good.
But he always gets something repaired or fixed allegedly and comes back and then be right back out. That's what I'm saying. He's injury prone.
Well, I don't think he knew what was wrong with him. I think they figured it out. So he should be good.
He gotta show me his time on the court is what I'm saying, CT.
Though he was looking nice.
He was in that little video. Yeah, I mean.
Fixed his. I'm just saying before he left, he fixed his jumper. He was playing nice with the Bulls.
Zach LaVine's out for the season. They just got bad luck. Chicago just got bad luck.
He don't even want to be there anyway. So.
Who's Zach?
Yeah.
Zach ain't want to be there until they brought in DeRozan. Another one who I said wasn't going to work there. He might have learned to love him, but they wasn't. It took a minute for them, and even still, they never learned how to play with each other.
They do the same thing, like want to score the ball.
Right. They never learned how to play with each other. Now, they might have gotten together close, like,
but when Lonzo went down, that kind of hurt their whole little thing.
No, you are absolutely correct about that. That's really what fucked it all up.
He was like the defensive guy, too. They didn't have to really... He can guard. He can and
then beyond that, you can trust the ball in his hand, and he can, mitigate.
I think Zach had moved to like point guard after he left, and that's not really his position.
And he gonna keep the ball if he got the opportunity to.
Yeah. You were right about that.
Yeah, that's just tough all around. But
they've been playing some good ball without Zach though. Kobe White coming into his own.
Kobe White damn sure has.
Yeah, he can shoot that ball. I'd be like, man.
I already knew that though. We all knew that though from North Carolina, man. He wasn't no fucking slouch in North Carolina.
always waited for him to do this though, but I guess you really can't do this with
Yeah, he didn't
Buffalo.
get the
Shooting a
opportunity
lot of
to.
shots. Yeah.
And you got to think,
But
when
man,
Lonzo went down, it was then Caruso. They put
they
gave
got Caruso,
Caruso
yeah.
the starting spot over Kobe.
Yeah, but
And
he's a passer
you breaking up.
though. He's gonna get what 8, 6 points. He ain't really doing too.
Who, Caruso?
Yeah, I say he a passer for real. He really ain't trying to score.
You talking
Defensive
about
guy.
Caruso?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I like that AO guy. What's his name?
he
AO?
also,
AYO.
I know you talking about.
He's from Illinois. He's a nice guard.
But Caruso also contributes on defense, like
Oh,
you're
for
not
sure,
gonna
big
get
time.
from other people either.
I like when they play Drummond too. They got a good, solid team, man. If they just knew what they was doing.
Drummond been trying to rejuvenate himself.
He did. He had some big games when he was starting those last.
Yeah, he been trying to rejuvenate himself. I don't know where that came from.
Vucevic, whatever his
Vucevic.
name is. Yeah, he was out for a little bit. He was killing those games. I think he had like a 2020 game. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, he's always been that shit.
Druminator?
No, he's a
Drummond guy. He like 29, I think he might age. So yeah, he still got something in the tank.
You said Drummond had the 2020 game, or
yeah.
Oh,
Drummond gotta be
of course. I'm tripping.
He had like first half, he had like 14 rebounds, and then he had
Vooch
12.
don't leave the 3-point line.
Vucevic.
He do a couple of hugs every now and then, but
that nigga ain't been that nigga since Orlando. Yeah, his 3 is decent. But he's another like Brook Lopez. He only really shoots from the top of the 3 or the wings like that.
Yeah.
And you're not
set shots.
Right.
No fadeaway shots or nothing.
Right. And you're not beneficial to me out there because if you don't hit, we don't have a big body down there to get the rebound. You're giving it to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why that whole style is kind of.
I don't know. I would go with Drummond over him for sure, but I guess
over Vooch. Yeah, because I believe in a traditional
especially
big
nowadays,
myself.
They smaller bigs now. I think Drummond's just beefy and just.
I rather the guards just chuck it up and let a big be down there to get the rebound than my big have a 40% chance.
A lot of shots that go crazy, shots go wild. That's why a lot of people be like, wow, he got a triple double tonight. Cause I'm like, this dude just got rebound. There was just shots coming his way tonight.
You riding through the dunes of Arizona, ain't you? He just looked down at that. Yeah, you've been chopped and screwed like Texas. Don't cross the border.
Why? Because it's right there.
I don't know. I'm just
talking shit. In the zone.
Right here.
Yeah, he still got a little bit. That's up top. That's north, right? Arizona's north. I don't know. We recognize what was that the episode before Vegas? Last. I don't know what's placed in where out west.
Vegas was north of LA.
I thought San Francisco was south. I said that was right across the. I don't know what's out there, so Arizona. How far is Arizona from Texas?
Hey Siri, how far is Arizona?
We drove 16 hours from
20 to.
Arizona is about 1,008 miles from Texas by car.
14 hours and 35 minutes.
That's a lot closer than I thought.
We drove 16 from Dallas.
This little North American island that we live on is not as big as they tell us.
No, it's not.
That's not as far as I would have thought.
Hey, driving it though, boy.
Oh man, God, man.
My girl over here just sleep the whole time and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm driving this
No, I
motherfucker.
can't drive. Anything over 8 hours, I gotta get a ticket somewhere, some way,
We drove from
somehow, some.
South Carolina to Texas too. That was already like
Yeah, nah, fuck all that. What y'all think about this Ryan Garcia Haney fight coming up for the 420?
ooh,
For the 420.
that's gonna be
Ryan
a
about to
good
go
one.
out there and do his thing.
You said Ryan?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Ryan's a
interesting.
bad,
That's
bad
interesting
boy.
that you say that.
Ryan's a bad, bad boy. Mm-hmm. Hey, he's still mad about that Javante
Tank
Davis fight.
loss. Yeah,
But see, okay, so let me put it like this, right? And this isn't me trying to say nothing to you at all, but a boxing the average boxing fan would hear that and would call you a casual.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily agree, but reason being is I don't think that there has honestly been a more perfect fighter out there since Floyd Mayweather.
true.
The only difference is Floyd Mayweather had power until he started breaking his hands.
Right.
And then that's when he had to start doing the, tactical move
Defensive.
around,
Yeah,
Devins are always done that. That's always been his thing, which isn't a problem. That's not a problem. I'm not mad at somebody that use the ring and dance around a bit to avoid punches. It's a part of the game. If you can't touch him, you lost the fight. It's
Right.
not his fault that he quote unquote ran. But what I'm getting at is Ryan Garcia gained so much confidence in that Tank fight just from knowing.
hmm
He said it after the fight. He said that he's not the hardest puncher that I faced. I was just, worried about the Tank talk. Like, I thought it was going to be more than that. And that usually is the case when you get in there.
Right.
So, going up against somebody who's only not knocked out one of his opponents, two, I think, because I think Isaac Cruz or Isak Cruz lasted against him, as opposed to going against somebody who's knocked out less than half. You gonna think you're gonna be able to walk through everything.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia is not gonna be worried about one Devin Haney punch in that fight. That's the only downfall, that
No, you
a
can't
pillow fist can
underestimate
still knock you
nobody.
out. Yeah, pillow fists will still knock you out. But at the same time, the pressure is what Devin Haney don't like. Lomachenko showed you that. So if
And did you
Ryan,
say they're 3-3 against each other?
yeah, and the amateurs, they both 3-3.
Right.
So they know each other personally.
Right.
You you can't be 3-3 in the amateurs without fighting as you grew up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Usually you can see somebody a couple times, but you don't see them just as a youngin' over and over again unless you just don't have, like, small town, don't have nobody else to fight type shit.
Right. Plus the competitions. Yeah.
So they know each other. Beyond pro, I think Devin got a lot better over his pro career than Ryan has. He's fought better competition. But it's only been 4 people that made it out the ring against Ryan Garcia. He's 24-1 with 20 knockouts. We've seen Devin Haney hurt before. This would not be the first time we saw him hurt. So I can see Ryan Garcia pulling it out, although I lean with Haney. Only takes one blow, one shot, and Ryan has that power.
Right. That's why I go with that.
And he's quick as shit.
Right. I follow his social media. That's why I picked. Now I know that's biased because I don't follow and watch Haney as much, but
nah, Haney the truth. Haney is real life the truth. Yeah. He's real life the truth.
He just ain't Ryan. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Now that is where I call you a casual. Fuck,
that's fine.
The people listening, that's where I call you a casual.
But will people call me a casual if, let's say, Garcia turns out to win? You know what I'm saying? Then what they gonna call me? They gonna say, "Oh, damn, he was right." You know what I mean?
They would just say you a lucky casual at that point.
But the thing is, here's why I don't pay attention, whether it's boxing or whatever sport, because CT noticed. CT, you ain't never seen me out there in high school in basketball court against y'all or anybody. I was never one of them. You know what I'm saying? I would say I'm a casual when it comes to basketball. But, you know, I know enough to understand the ability to form my thoughts. You know what I mean? So I just go off of that. But, no, you know, I don't see Haney on a regular like that, but I know he's nice, though. And he probably will win. Don't get me wrong. I just, you know me.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's only way Ryan wins is if it's by KO or TKO. Doesn't happen any other way.
Yeah, I don't see it doing that though.
Yeah, I don't either. I really don't either. But it's always room. Like even Tank got hit. That's one thing that motherfuckers don't give Tank credit for is that motherfucker eats punches. That motherfucker eats punches and doesn't seem fazed by them at all.
For how long can he eat them punches?
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, long enough for him to be undefeated, so.
And against who all can he eat those punches? You know what I mean? There's some variables in there.
No, that's definitely true. But speaking on Haney, we've seen him rock by, I would say, lesser opposition, and I don't know if I would say lesser opposition. Cambosos, I wouldn't say is lesser, but I would say he's lesser physical ability wise for sure.
Right.
But that's gonna be a very interesting fight. And for 420, you know, it's a holiday.
He said it's a holiday.
Yeah.
You know?
It's probably in Vegas too. It's gonna be crazy.
Shit. This is the first year that marijuana is legal in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
The first 420 that is. So I'm sure motherfuckers gonna be kicking it. But I ain't got shit else. What we got? Who's hitting them unless we got something else?
Hit him to Ohio State for bringing in Chip Kelly's weak ass as the offensive coordinator after Bill O'Brien.
They did. I saw that.
And you know, good luck to y'all next year though with Ryan Day and Chip. Hopefully that moves the needle for the good old OHIO.
Listen, I said, Ryan, they need to move the fuck out the way for Chip.
Hell no.
But I wouldn't trust Ryan Day as the OC.
Mine's go to Mike Epps and Shannon Sharp's beef.
They say Mike Epps and Shannon Sharp. Yeah.
They're supposed to talk at the game.
All-Star game,
game. Right.
Listen, that's a dangerous situation. I ain't gonna lie. Like, see, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna co-sign that Hit the Showers. And I'm not gonna put it to either way, but all I'm gonna say is you dealing with a nigga from the street. and you're big as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? Mike Epps ain't gonna go toe to toe with you unless he has to.
Did you not hear what he said in that video?
Yeah, he said, yeah, if I see you, I don't fight too much no more. I see you.
He said, and that's a threat. You know, he's bold for doing it because that's a.
Nah, but it's the truth though. I mean, I would address it the exact same way. Mike Epps ain't no hoe.
But Mike Epps don't want to understand.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Mike Epps had a little amateur boxing career. But regardless, you're a big nigga. You're an athlete. You trained your whole life and shit. I'm not about to just be banging with you for no reason.
Yeah.
And they old.
Yeah, they look crazy.
He said,
no, nigga, you run up on me, you better come right, because I get it. I get it 1,000%. We ain't fighting unless we set it up, nigga. You hear what I'm saying? Otherwise, you come up on me wrong. But
fight that, man.
They both need to hit the showers because y'all supposed to be role models. How the fuck motherfuckers calling y'all uncle shit? Y'all motherfuckers got gray in y'all's beard. This is an athlete and a comedian. Ain't neither one of y'all motherfuckers gangster. At y'all's motherfucking age and y'all's wage. Neither one of y'all need to be losing what y'all got. The fuck? Niggas is weird nowadays. And I love Mike Epps.
He said
Shannon, I'm not the biggest fan of. But come on now. Don't even. These niggas is weird.
These niggas is. Nah, I almost said some ill shit. Oh shit! I almost slipped up. Let me put this game in.
Shannon was saying Mike Epps is saying let's just make it a joke, and he was like, "How's that a joke to me?"
Who said what?
Shannon was saying Mike Epps was like, let's just make it out of a joke. And then he was like, how is that a joke to what you're just talking about me? How am I supposed to make that a joke?
But see, this is my whole thing about it, right? Is the whole shit popped off because Shannon Sharp said that he lied on him.
And he didn't say nothing about him.
No, but Mike Epps admitted it in the recap. He said, I'm gonna tell the truth. I did reach out to you first, but he said that was only because you brought my name up and I wanted to talk to you about it on your show. So if you were so upset in the beginning,
God damn.
He don't know what he doing. He don't know how to cook. Then why you upset now that the nigga said you right. That is how it went.
What happened? What are you talking about? How it went? He said that Mike. He mentioned Mike Epps to Cat Williams, and he never did.
I don't know nothing about that.
He actually just said, "Oh yeah, Cat Williams." He said Mike Epps is nicest day. I think that's the only thing he said because I went back and watched it too. He said, "Go back and watch the clip."
Oh yeah,
only thing I said was he said that I kept trying to get Cat to bring him up, and I never did.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, no, okay.
He said, I don't never do that to Mike Epps. Why would I instigate? He said, I don't know nothing about Mike Epps like that. Why would I just keep asking you questions about Mike Epps? He said, I wouldn't do that.
You know, I mean, that makes sense.
He said Cat Williams had the floor the whole time. He said, I barely had asked him any questions.
But I still don't like Shannon Sharp like that. But I don't.
I love Uncle Shay, man. I've been tuning in since Undisputed.
I like him for his career. I don't like that nigga for real though. Like,
he's funny, man.
Yeah, niggas be funny sometimes.
But
I'm just saying. Well, we got who hitting them? Everybody already gave. I can't just piggyback off of that. Who's hitting them for me?
I seen the industry trying to they're not trying to show Beyonce love on her little song. I seen something about that.
What song? I don't know nothing about. Listen, I don't know nothing about that.
She had like a country song, and I think.
I think I did hear about it. I ain't never heard it, but.
Me either, but I seen something about it. I was like, oh, that's ugly. First, they're gonna try to compare her to Taylor Swift about everything now.
They want Beyonce to stay in her lane.
Right.
I swear.
But I wouldn't consider Taylor Swift country neither.
She's pop.
You
Right.
crazy.
Nah, she has songs with like country-ish beats. But she's not a country singer. I don't know. My hit the showers is going to Travis fucking Kelce.
For yelling at the coach.
Man, you motherfucker! Like,
man, that's football. Attention go around.
Nah, ain't no motherfucking football. You didn't let, like Mount said, you didn't let some pussy go to your head.
That's $1 billion pussy though.
Yeah, no, that's the whole bill. That's the whole bill. I was about to jump out the window.
What did what's his name? Mexican OT say? You know what I'm talking about? For $1 billion?
Nah, but regardless though, you can't. It's not your bill. No, you feel what I'm saying?
It's our bill.
You crazy than a motherfucker.
You know she's the type. Oh yeah, as long as you're with me, what's mine is yours. You know she's
you crazy than a motherfucker.
Alright.
When you working with that much money, you have multiple accountants.
Right.
Not just one. You have multiple accountants. You have to have your accountants to check the accountants that check the shit in the first place.
Right.
There's no way that Travis has any access to what she got going on.
I didn't say he has access. Oh, no. See, don't confuse it. I didn't say
he has she's access. Paying for it.
Right. I'm just saying if he were to be like, oh, I like this or this seems cool. Oh, I'll get it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she might end up Statmaning the nigga if he plays his cards right.
Oh wait, it's already paid for.
Yeah, if he plays his cards right, she might Statman the nigga. That might be right.
Man, she probably get most of her stuff for free still anyway, so yeah.
All I'm saying is there's probably a lot of benefits that come along with being with her financial. Not saying he needed financial. I'm just saying, I'm sure that's one of them. Some additional luxuries, you know what I mean? Amenities and shit,
Regardless, it don't matter how much your girl got, what you think you done stuck your dick into. Once you think that you that big on Super Bowl Sunday to do some shit like that live on air, my nigga, you is possessed.
Yeah, possessed to win a fucking championship.
Yeah, that's what. That's gonna be good to show on that documentary.
Yeah.
He was gonna put him in a breakup song or some shit.
Yeah, and keep thinking like shit like that cool, and you gonna see the reverse of Bobby Knight, where a motherfucker pick they chair up they sitting on and smack the coach because they ain't in the game. That ain't how shit go. No, you go in the game when the coach puts you in the game.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that because his brother ain't gonna let him get out of line like that. That's one.
His brother ain't out on the field to play bodyguard. And I'm not saying that would be Travis Kelce in the first place, but I'm saying if people start thinking that is okay, then what do you see these little youngins 10 years from now start doing with their coaches?
But it happens all the time though, more than you realize with these players and coaches. Like,
Yeah, it does. But think about how long Travis Kelce's been with the Chiefs. And think about when you chose to do something like that.
Right.
That was during the Super Bowl. That's aired.
Right. Be aware of your surroundings type shit.
Cause see, me, if I was Andy Reid, I would be on some different shit. Like, I thought we had a different kind of relationship for you to hit me like that in front of 1.4 million people. That you would grab me and hit me like that. I thought that we had a different understanding relationship type situation. But for you to do that lets me know exactly where we stand. But I'm not Andy motherfucking Reid. Clearly he got his shit.
I mean, but everybody goes through situations like, you know what I mean? Like if you really are close,
but
though,
you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that with your people. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that with my girl. I wouldn't do that with you.
Right.
Nobody needs to see me getting you together. Nobody should even know that you were off your kilt like that. I should be able to get you together in private and we're back on like you never faltered in the first place.
That's a good point.
But to point it out that like you're beyond yourself. You gotta hide where's your head at? What changed other than you fucking with this bitch to get you on that level? That's weird.
The powers that be.
The rituals.
I feel like he'd have done it without her being there.
You think?
Nah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is.
Cause you ain't never done it before, Travis.
Now I know they've had their yelling matches, but not like running up on a motherfucker and then on.
Like he about to sock this nigga. I was like,
and then on that stage though. This ain't a
grown-ass man.
This ain't a preseason game. This ain't a regular season. This is the Super Bowl. Cameras are on everyone. Cameras are on the crowd at all times.
You can't run up on another grown-ass man like that, though.
Listen.
Man, this is a game of football.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he didn't run up on him.
Yeah, it's a game of football, but the coach don't wear pads for a reason. Leave him the fuck up out of it. You should be so fucking privileged that you have an opportunity to get that close to your coach. Because there's a lot of players that ain't even met him before.
He ain't start winning until they got with them, so.
Regardless. That's my Hit the Showers. Man, motherfuckers, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell the motherfuckers to troll. We out this bitch. We'll catch y'all Wednesday.